Hi, welcome back to the workshop, and today it's going to be a great day because we are going to build the pedestal base and the cabinet for the two-player arcade cabinet. And as always, I printed out the sketches already, and as you can see here on the left drawing, this is the pedestal, and on the right drawing, this is the two-player arcade cabinet. And before we sort out all the panels, we need to check which preparations we need to make. So which miters we need to cut and which panels need special treatment like T-molding or other preparation before we can assemble them. So let's see here. This is the top board, and this needs a little miter here, and it needs a little miter here. As you can see, these are connected. So this is a miter. This is the center panel. It will have a slit inside the side panels. It will make sense later. And we need to apply the T-molding groove, which is over here, and the entire length of the cabinet in the back. So both panels need T-molding. Now, and as for the cabinet, this is the drawing for that. This is a little bit more complex. It has far more panels and stuff we need to make. So let's start at the top panel. And this panel needs a miter cut. This is 58.09 degrees. So let's say 58 degree. This is the back panel. So the screen will be placed here. So there needs to be a T-molding groove at those panels. It needs to have T-molding all around the sides. There are two panels here. So this is the panel with the door, which you can see here with the glass door. And this is the biggest panel. This is the center panel, and it also needs to connect, so it needs to have a miter cut here. And here you can see reverse, and this is really important because, let me show you, this is the front door, this is the back. There will be glass put in here, so we get it in place by framing nails, but of course this needs to be at the inside, so you don't see the framing nails. Without further ado, let's get the panels ready, and I can't wait to screw stuff together, and then we really see the arcades come to life. Let's get started. Let's do the pedestal side panels. I got one here. And they are done. So here I got the top panel of the cabinet, and it has the slots cut in for the air, for the ventilation. And it needs T-molding on one side and a miter cut on the other side. And the T-molding needs to be cut on the short side, which is this side. So let me mark that, just not to make any mistakes. And the other side will have a miter cut, which needs to be 58 degree, well 58.1. So we will mark that as well. Miter. On the speaker panel. Where's the top panel? So we need to cut the angle here. The miter cut needs to be like this at the opposite side of the T-molding. 55, 58.02. So the miters on the table saw were okay, but not perfect. So I've decided to redo them on the track saw on the workbench, and this result is actually absolutely perfect. So I will redo the flapping door also, and then we are fine to go. Yes, all the panels are prepared, everything is cut, every T-molding slot is applied, and now we come to the fun part of building the cabinets. And I'm not sure where to begin. I don't have a coin to toss, so I will just start with the pedestal base. I left the protective foil on, and here you can see the slot that is cut in, and it fits like a glove. So this will be right here. And I think it's 50 millimeters off the side, so just about here. And this way we are sure that the glue will stick. The nails I use are 30 millimeters in length, though we are not going all the way through. Let's show you the panel is securely mounted and exactly 15 millimeters from the edge. Nice. Let's do the next one. Okay, that's done. And as you could see in the time lapse, there was a small CNC mistake in this small feet. So I needed to cut it with a multi-tool a little bit so I would not get into trouble later. So this is done. Now let's mark some holes here and let's fit these panels in, drill them out and assemble the cabinet. As you can see, I also make mistakes in my drawings. So here you can see the exact position where the subwoofer cutout needs to be. But I think I need to cut it out by hand, which takes some time, which I do not have, but I need to do it anyway. So let's measure up the panel and cut out the subwoofer hole by hand, and then we continue. And then I have this strange drill bit. Almost through. And we did it! There goes the panel. This one is over here. These clamps are really handy. I got this tip from a Dutch woodmaker and he has his own YouTube channel. I think its name is Hooked on Wood. And he has all these crazy cool tips about tools and they actually work really well. So let's do the top panel, then we need to do the big front panel, and then we need to do the small backboard, but I will do that last. So I will speed things up a little bit and I will do the rest of the panels and see you in a bit. So, phew, we are done with the pedestal base. Everything is mounted, it looks really good. And of course we still have a lot of work to do. We need to fill everything, we need to apply some black caulk to make everything pretty, we need to sand it and do everything, but it already looks great. And I think the design is really cool and it works out really well. For now, let's put this one aside and start working at the huge cabinet. A lot of work to do. workshop is so small now, it's so difficult to maneuver heavy arcades so I can drill holes in them. But actually, I'm not complaining at all. So the cabinet is really taking shape. It looks great already. We need to recut some of the panels. There are some CNC mistakes. I will do this in a few days. But after all, I'm very happy and everything fits. All the miters are great, the doors fit. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I will get some sleep and I will see you later. I just got back from the wood shop and I picked up the panel for the power inlet, which was not cut. And they cut out a new panel for me with the speakers and the spotlights, because this panel was 8 millimeters too short. That's that panel over there. And this is a bummer, so I needed a complete new panel. So I got both panels now. Now it's time to finish up the cabinet, get all the panels off, apply some glue, reattach them, mark everything on the top panel, attach that, and then the basic shape of the panel is done. So let's speed things up and let's finish this beast. Let's go! Okay, the assembly is pretty much done. I detached all the panels, I applied glue and attached them again. And this was a lot more work than expected, as I couldn't get near the screws in an easy way. But fortunately this workmate can fold in while you're working at it, which made it possible to get near the screws on the center panel. So what I need to do now is measure how tall all the panels are. And all these panels need to be at the exact height, and if one panel is too long, the cabinet will not screw together, of course, so I need to cut a little bit off. So let me check. 74.4, 74.3, 74.3, 74.3, almost 75. This one is too long, let me mark that. This one was too short, and it's recut now exactly at 74.3. So this is the device we're going to use, and I think it's called an electric file. Anyway, it's not a cool green color, but I don't use it that much. So, and here you can set in the exact depth. So I put it at 1 millimeters like this. I attach the vacuum and let's take some material off. Up again. And now, let's see if our cabinet fits. Well, of course it does. But let's see if we didn't make any stupid mistakes. And it's opening up perfectly, and as you can see, the miter is beautiful. It fits like a glove. There's absolutely no play. Beautiful, super. So these are the grips, and they are not fitting, but it's just a little bit bigger. And I think these are other ones than I used to have. So I will just need to cut out a little bit extra. I think I will do it with a file. So this is the center panel, and this is the USB hub. And here it is. And it will be placed here. Now I need to mount some feet, because we need to be able to move this panel a little bit later maybe. So this is the panel, it looks really cool. This is the USB hub, and there will be controllers, Xbox controllers in different colors in front of this panel. And all the cables can go from the back through this slit over here and directly into the USB hub, which is awesome. So this is the kick plate, and this will be mounted here. But first I need to cut it to the right length. And we are done. I am super happy. The huge cabinet is finally on its feet. This took a little bit more time than expected. And the 4-player pedestal is on its feet as well. And both look absolutely amazing. There is no artwork applied yet. There is no button applied or inserted yet. But I already love how they look. And well, it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Do comment below. I love to read your comments on the projects. And building arcades and filming them at the same time takes a huge extra amount of effort. It takes so much longer to get the cameras ready. So I love doing this, but please subscribe to the channel, ring the little bell and share the video with your friends. This helps me out a lot. So in the next video we are continuing the 2 builds. I can't wait to apply the artwork. This will be in a carbon theme. This will be, I already know how it's going to look. This is an amazing colorful theme. So both are going to be awesome. So see you in a little while, and bye.